This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in the heart of Denver. We're here at BCT Printing, a full-service printing house providing wholesale printing for a lot of companies throughout the southwestern region of the United States. I'm here with two of the owners here. Mike, let me ask you, what got you involved in the printing industry?
1982, me and my parents started the business. It was a franchise at that time. Needed a new business to get into. My family was in insurance. Got out of it, decided to take a whimsical chance and went in the print industry. It's grown into 2 plants in Arizona and the one here in Denver, and 90 employees and almost $9 million in revenue. It's grown a lot.
Wow, fantastic. Let me ask you, Mark, what pretty much wakes you up every morning? Still happy to bring a service to the area here that is unique.
Yeah, printing in general is very much a niche industry, and we service a better part of it. But thermography or raised lettered printing is still our specialty. Over the years, of course, we've grown into offer a lot of full color products, which we have all that equipment and some finishing equipment as well. But thermography is just a very, very interesting part of print that not that many people do.
Perfect. Sounds great. What I like about this product is the fact that this is something we all use. And so let's talk about the facility a little bit. You guys obviously house a very large facility, 25,000 square feet. Tell me about that.
We have our whole particular pre-press areas up here where we do all the artwork and art preparation when people send us files. We make plates, which we hang on the presses. Back in this room here, we do letterpress work for foil stamping, embossing, blind embossing, 4-color process work where we print 4-color printed items, which you can see on the table here. Back here is the whole thermography section. Basically, this is where we do all the raised letter, and all the stock is back in there. And then our binder department is in the corner back over there. It's a full-service shop from start to finish, pre-press, production to finishing to delivery every day.
Let's talk about how the digital converges with the old stuff. Tell me about it.
You know, over the course of years, we've got equipment in here that was built in the 1950s, and we've got equipment that has been here just for a year or two with laser technologies and computer systems that would rival the best of the old IBMs. And what's unique about it, the level of sophistication in print has grown to a point where machines are able to handle and produce quality and let the machine do the work. I think the conventional pieces of equipment, most of the devices of the quality portion was left up to the operator. As the computerized equipment has gotten much more advanced, it's taken that realm out of the hands, and which has made the finished product much more uniform from start to finish, which is really the key with quality print.
You're talking about a quality check that is built in now digitally, which is fantastic. What's nice about this is the fact that you guys are doing a mass production here. You've got a lot of pieces coming through here every single month, but what makes it kind of unique is the fact that we're talking about custom pieces. How do you guys handle that type of thing?
Every day this place produces 500 orders. Whether it's a business card, rubber stamp, letterheads, envelopes, 4-color process brochures, you run the gamut of it. The big thing about it is that's a custom printed product every day. Let's say it's ABC Print Shop. They send us an order. The same day we produce all the pre-press work, the next day it's printed and it's delivered that exact same day. So 500 orders, 24-hour, 48-hour turnaround on most items. It's a very unique business model for the print industry.
Now, not only do we have the full color printing here, but tell me a little bit about your foiling. How does that work?
Foil stamping has been around for a number of years. The equipment hasn't changed. We could replace with new equipment today, and functionally it wouldn't do or look anything different than what we've got on the floor now. A lot of heat and a lot of pressure. Foil is very indicative of what you would see from a birthday balloon at your grocery store. It's very, very thin mylar, and with about 300 to 400 degrees of heat and about 20,000 pounds of pressure, that foil is applied to most any substrate, particularly paper, and comes out. It's a very prestigious look. You see lots of attorneys and doctors and upper-end clientele buying that kind of stuff. It is a little bit more expensive. It's the only leave behind that they have between their business, their philosophy, and their company, and it has to look right, and people are very particular about what it looks like, and foil is a great way to do it.
As we all know, basically what you guys are providing here is someone's image. You get very personal about it. And so let me ask you, going back to the thermography, is that the machine we've got behind us here? What does this magic thing do?
Basically, it's a printing press, which we have back here. Exact same thing. Okay. This is a thermographer right here, and what we do is this is a oven right here that runs about 1,000 degrees. And we drop the paper on here, put a plastic resin on top of it. This is just a big vacuum cleaner. The paper goes in here with the plastic on it, melts, turns it into a liquid, and then goes to the other end, blow a little bit of cool air on it, and instantly solidifies it, and you have thermography. Raised letter print is how people know it.
So these are pretty common things that people have probably seen before. They just don't have no idea what the technical term is behind it. But basically, if any piece out there that somebody needs done, you guys can probably take care of them in-house.
Exactly, in-house. Well, the thing about a business card is that it's the most emotional printed product that there is. Why? It has your name on it, okay? If there's a telephone number wrong, if I spell your name wrong, anything like that, people really don't care for that too much. So accuracy is our big focus, and quality. With print industry, dealing with business cards, we run with a very small margin of error, okay? Because you can't make an error on someone's business card.
You got it. So we've got full printing, everything from postcards to business cards to brochures. Let me ask you, what about just the basic form that a business may need?
We do forms here as well. You know, sheet capacity, anything that's 1117 or 1218 sheet size and smaller is fine. You see a lot of forms, and people they're writing up work orders, they're writing up quotations. We do plenty of those all day long. We do custom wedding invites. We do any sort of announcement, any sort of sheet of paper. It's amazing the ideas that come across on a sheet of paper, but as long as it's in the right size, we can get it through the press and get it to you.
As far as your staff goes here, how many of you staff here under house?
32 people in-house right now, including the owners.
Guys, it seems like you have quite an array of printing services that you can offer here. You can actually submit your orders online, take care of them, make sure where they're at, check the shipping. Tell me about that.
You pretty much covered it. I tell you, we just revamped our website, www.bctcolorado.com. I think if you were to travel to that site, you would see that the way it's engineered and designed is very state-of-the-art. Certainly the file uploads, the ordering process, any sort of information that you'd ever want, including some account detail, is all there on the site for you.
What would you tell the typical viewer out there, the companies that are hoping to basically place their trust in you guys to represent their image?
We are a quality firm. We focus on getting your stuff turned around quickly. We have a staff of 32 people who really are the experts in the industry. We are a printer's printer, and it doesn't matter if we absolutely printed the perfect job, if there is such a thing. We could send it to our customer, the printer, and they would probably have some way to scrutinize it and say that they could have done a little bit better. So we have to be as close to perfect as possible.
Fantastic. What would you like to add to that, Mark?
You know, the only thing I want to add is the staff. To get speed and quality out of an individual is very hard to do. I tell people that we don't have any room for average in our shop. From the minute the order comes into our building until it's distributed, there can't be an error, and we have to do it quickly as to get 400 to 500 orders out the door in 24 to 48 hours. So there's no salvage value in printing when it's wrong, and for these people to get it all through and do it day in and day out, 270 days out of the year, tall order, and they do it with flying colors, and my hats are off to my staff. They do a wonderful job.
Fantastic. You got it all right there, folks. It's quite a bit under one roof. Basically, you've seen all the technology in front of you there, everything from the old school technology. They've now combined it with a full digital, full color printing. Everything from your business cards, postcards, full color brochures, full color printing. Basically, unique technology and machines that nobody else has in this area.
That's correct. There's only a few places in this corner of the country that specialize and do what we do.
This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.